You must know about the insane placement packages of IIIT Hyderabad. It is very famous for research, as well as if you're someone who is very passionate about computer science, this is the college for you. But to get into this college, there is one way through JEE Main and the other way is through UGEE, which most of the students give. But UGEE is one of the most mysterious engineering exams of India. If you try to find resources, if you try to find the right guidance, you will hardly come across any such thing. And the purpose of today's video is exactly that, to give you 3 simple steps so that you can follow these 3 simple steps one by one and ultimately crack UGEE in these last few days. UGEE has completely different pattern, completely different exam experience, as well as the mystery of the kind of questions that are asked in this exam. So starting with the step number 1, let's know the syllabus and the pattern. If you go to the IIIT Hyderabad's website, you will find it is written in clear words that the syllabus is the same that you have studied in 11th and 12th. That is your NCERT syllabus. There is absolutely no difference in the syllabus. ऐसा नहीं है कि बड़े out of the box syllabus से या बड़े out of the box questions या concept से questions पूछे जाते हैं. The syllabus and the scope of the syllabus is the same that you have studied. So you don't have to study anything extra in terms of syllabus. Now there are 2 sections, SUPR and REAP. For both the section, the scope of the syllabus is absolutely same. But the difference lies in the kind of questions that are asked in both the sections. Both the sections have very different types of questions, which we will talk ahead in the step 2. But let's first jump into the pattern. The pattern is also very different from the normal engineering entrance exam like that of JEE, BITSAT, MSTCT, COMEDK, KCET, etc. As I told you, there are 2 sections, SUPR and REAP. Both the sections have 50 questions. But the catch is that for SUPR section, you just get 60 minutes. And for REAP section, you get 120 minutes, just the double amount of time you get in the REAP section. The number of questions are same in both sections, 50 and 50. But in SUPR, you get 60 minutes, in REAP, you get 120 minutes. And the most important thing that you should note is that there is a section lock of 60 minutes. It's not कि you can hover between the 2 sections and तुम्हारा जब मन करेगा SUPR submit करके you can go to the REAP section. No, it's not like that. For whole 60 minutes, your SUPR section will be locked. Even if you complete your section or do not complete the section, you will be automatically switched to the REAP section. And for REAP section, you are going to get 2 hours. Now there is also a difference in the marking scheme of these 2 sections. The SUPR section has +1 for correct answer and -0.25 for every wrong answer. On the other hand, REAP section has +2 for every correct answer and -0.5 for every wrong answer. So the total marks of the paper is 150. But again, there is a catch over here. The cutoffs are not based on the complete 150 marks. First, you'll have to clear the sectional cutoff of SUPR. A lot of students are not even able to clear the cutoff of SUPR section, even if they do very well in the REAP section. But if you are not able to clear the cutoff of SUPR section, you will be eliminated there itself. So based on this year का cutoff, the cutoff vary वो fix नहीं रहता. It depends on how much have the students scored, but you'll have to clear the SUPR का cutoff first, and then only you will be evaluated for REAP section. And once you qualify the UGEE written test, the last round is an interview round where you'll solely be judged based on your interview, and your UGEE written marks won't even be considered. It's not that कि interview का अलग marks से और UG के paper का अलग marks से. It's not like that. You have qualified the written exam. Now go and sit in the interview. Interview is a completely new test. If you pass the interview, you will get your admission. If you do not pass the interview, you will not get the admission. Now let's come to the step number 2, how to actually get to know the level of questions of UGEE. Now let's first start with the SUPR section. Now SUPR section is very easy section. In SUPR, the major thing is that speed and accuracy, since you'll have to solve 50 questions in 1 hour. So the level of questions are very simple, and they're absolutely easy level questions of JEE Main. In fact, questions you encounter in your state exams like MSTCT, KCET, COMEDK, the questions will be very simple to that. So you need to know the syllabus very properly, a thorough coverage of syllabus. Questions will be majorly from physics and maths and a few chemistry questions. A few LR questions can also come up, But overall, the whole SUPR section is very, very easy. If you practice under a timed manner for next few days, you will do very, very well in SUPR. So to solve SUPR level questions, just solve the level 1 questions of any coaching module or book, or if you're already following any crash course like that of BitSat crash course by phodu.club, just solve those materials only and you can do very, very well in the SUPR section. It is pretty standard section. Now the major problem arises in the REAP section, which is the most mysterious section of UGEE. Here some of the questions are of Olympiad level. By Olympiad level, I don't mean that कि बहुत complex formulas and concepts पूछेंगे, but it will test your critical thinking on how well you can actually think out of the box rather than those standard JEE questions which you have been practicing over the 2 years and वही same चीजें तुम्हें याद हो गई है दिमाग में, कितना out of the box जाके actually you can think. So basically your research aptitude is tested properly. So now it's very important for you to develop critical thinking. ये बात तुम्हें काफी लोग बोल देंगे and which is true, but they don't actually tell you on how to actually develop critical thinking. ठीक है, so we at phodu.club have developed few free resources for you so that you can get an idea कि ऊपर से actually पता तो चले कि how exactly REAP के questions look like. So first of all, what you need to do, go to the phodu.club channel का playlist section. I'll also give the links in the description as well. We have made a series of questions in the form of shorts. Go through those shorts, solve them by yourself, and you will get to know what kind of questions are asked in the REAP section. पूरे इंटरनेट में you won't find any such thing. We have made it for you. Go and watch all of those questions and solve them by yourself and get to know कि हाँ REAP में ऐसे questions आते हैं और ऐसे सोचा जाता है. इसके अलावा we have written few blogs for you taking examples of few questions and actually given a breakdown on how to actually approach that question and actually how to think. So when you will go and read that question and read that particular article, you will develop your critical thinking skills properly and you will get to know कि अच्छा actually में सोचना कैसे होता है एग्जाम में, एक्चुअली में कैसे REAP के क्वेश्चंस को अप्रोच करना होता है. सो इन ब्लॉग्स का लिंक भी यू विल फाइंड इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन एज वेल. इसके अलावा इन वन ऑफ द ब्लॉग्स यू विल आल्सो फाइंड द मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस. वी हैव कंपाइल्ड फ्यू मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस आल्सो फॉर यू गाइज, सो यू कैन हैव अ लुक एट दोस क्वेश्चंस एज वेल एंड सी कि अच्छा इस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस एक्चुअली में पूछे जाते हैं. कमिंग टू द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप, दैट इज स्टेप 3, जहां से तुम एक्चुअली प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हो एंड में अपनी टाइम मैनेजमेंट स्किल्स इंप्रूव कर सकते हो. एक्चुअली REAP के क्वेश्चंस यू कैन सॉल्व एंड गेट टू नो कि यार कैसे सॉल्व करना होता है. And that is to solve good quality and relevant mock tests. If you solve 10 good quality mock tests in these end ke few days before your UGEE exam, you'll be very, very familiarized with the actual exam pattern and the level of questions that are being asked in UGEE. The problem with other platforms offering UGEE test series is that you don't get the exact same experience as that of UGEE. You get random questions, random guessed questions which can be asked in REAP section, but you never actually get to experience UGEE properly, and at the end when you go and give the UGEE exam, you see it's a completely different paper, completely different questions. We have made the best resource possible for you which you can utilize in the last few days to crack UGEE properly. Now listen to me properly what all things you get. As I told you, you get 10 mock tests. Now what are special about these mock tests? SUPR mein you can expect the same questions that are there in our test series in the actual पेपर, सिंस दे आर प्रीटी स्टैंडर्ड क्वेश्चन, सो वो टाइमर के अंदर उसकी प्रैक्टिस करने की तुम्हें हैबिट होगी. Second thing, the quality of REAP questions. If you go and find the quality of REAP questions, you won't find good quality REAP questions. You'll find random kind of questions which actually never appear in the exams. As I already told you about the free resources of the questions ka playlist that I asked you to watch. After watching those videos and reading those blogs, you'll actually understand the quality that we are providing in UGEE REAP section. Our team has done a lot of research along with the top rankers of IIIT Hyderabad to actually make these high quality REAP के questions which you will get in the mock tests. इसके अलावा third and the most important thing that you get is the exact same experience. You get the exact same user interface that you are going to get in your IIIT Hyderabad UGEE का पेपर. दूसरे जगह में एक स्टैंडर्ड टेम्पलेट मिल जाता है, वो एक्सपीरियंस कभी रेप्लिकेट ही नहीं हो पाता. Here you get the exact same interface as well as the exact same experience. जैसे कि मैंने बोला ना, for the first hour the REAP section is logged and only SUPR is there, and once the 1 hour is over then you can switch to the REAP section. This feature is there in the phodu.club का टेस्ट सीरीज. ओनली इफ यू प्रैक्टिस फ्रॉम सच रिसोर्स जहां पर तुम्हें सेम एक्सपीरियंस मिल रहा है UGEE का, वैसा ही रेप्लिकेशन ऑफ क्वेश्चंस मिल रहा है, देन ओनली यू विल बी एबल टू परफॉर्म वेल इन द एक्चुअल पेपर. विल हेल्प यू, विल टेक सेशंस एंड गाइड यू फॉर योर इंटरव्यू एज वेल एंड प्रिपेयर यू फॉर योर इंटरव्यू एज वेल if you get selected for interview, and also take live sessions of REAP The free playlist that I told you to watch, that is just the trailer. We'll be taking few live sessions to actually solve these kind of questions and help you how to think and how to apply shortcuts in that particular time pressure, which is super important. So follow these 3 steps and I guarantee you will crack UGEE in the last few days. Last few days are left. Join the club and give your best. Wish you all the very best, and as always, Saath mein Phodenge.